Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan Luth. I'm a filmmaker based out of Orange County, California, and I want to thank you for your patience as it's been a couple months since I put a video out, but it's nice to be back in the swing of things and getting this content out there and sharing with you guys things that I want to put out. I wanted to give you guys just a little update of what's been happening since it's been a little bit since I've posted on here, been able to film one of these YouTube videos. So if you want to hear that, keep watching. If not, and you want to just skip to what the video is actually about, then just skip on ahead. So to catch you up, it's been a bit since I've been able to put something out. Over the past couple months, a lot of things have been happening. My wife and I went home to Canada for a little bit to visit family over the holidays. Had an awesome time up there, snowboarding, hanging with the family, just taking a break off of things, and also bringing a little bit of work with us. So haven't really been around and home to be able to film anything. And then when we got back, we actually had to just move apartments. And so I'm in a new spot right now. So things have just been a little bit crazy. And then in addition to that, work has just been nuts too. We booked two of the biggest projects that I've ever actually had the chance of working on, and so had a ton of fun directing those over the past month. So anyway, let's just jump into things. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about how to make your corporate videos look better. So recently we just wrapped up a project with a really big client that was a very large corporate video we were producing. As much as I love corporate and the gigs can be just sometimes very simple to do, not always in the most interesting places to film in, and often you end up in conference rooms and offices where one, the lighting's probably not very good, and then two, your background's probably not very interesting either. But there are some things you can do to make them feel a little bit more interesting, play around with the lighting a little bit, and try and make a better corporate video than the typical ones we often see out there where it's just very flat lighting. It just doesn't look very nice. So today I'm going to take you on set, give you a couple tips on what we did to make one boring conference room actually look a lot cooler than it really was. And then my friend Trent, who was the DP on this particular day for this shoot, is going to talk a little bit about the lighting and share with you guys how we lit this particular scene and took a not so exciting conference room to a much nicer looking an appealing image that I think honestly we can be pretty proud of, and I was very impressed at Rob and the team for pulling this off because it looks a lot better than I expected it to, given the circumstances and the location that we had to work with. Hey, what's up guys? We are on set here today for some corporate interviews we're doing, and we're in this conference room at the moment. You'll see this awesome backdrop we put up. So I wanted to share one tip with you guys. When you're filming in a conference room that's maybe white walls or things just don't look super nice, one thing you can do is add a little backdrop to it, or bring in some brick. Maybe it's like some wood walls or just anything to add a little extra pop. So what we did here is we got a little $30 10x10 brick backdrop off of Amazon and just gaffed it up onto the wall. My friend Trent here, he's DPing for me on this shoot. So you can talk a little bit about the lighting too, because that does help a lot as well.
Hey guys, my name is Trent. I'm the DP for today for Ryan. And he asked me to talk you guys through a little bit of what we decided to do with the lighting in this room. So the first thing I did when I walked in is I looked at these windows that we have right here. And as soon as I walked in, I just went straight to 6 stops of ND to see what we needed for those windows to, look correct, that we're not losing any highlights, that it's not going to be just completely blown out. So we started there. We knew that we had to achieve that, so we went ahead and threw up the 600X in the Light Dome 150 here. And basically what that gave us was enough to match our skin exposure to the outside, and also play with the white balance in between to see if we needed to tweak anything. We rarely use just a straight up 5600 Kelvin light in a conference room like this, because the walls are usually an off color that we need to compensate for. On this one we got lucky, so we just used 56 even though we had the X. But the first thing we did was throw up our key, match our exposure to the outside, tried to get it soft enough and large enough to where it still was complementary to their face. So this is what we threw up for our ambient. Basically what we did is we just bumped it into the ceiling here. This gave the room some, since we're already exposing for the windows, then we had to bump a ton of light onto them. This gave the room a more natural feel. Pushing a light into the ceiling isn't always the most cinematic thing to do, but because this is a just a corporate video, it was totally fine to make the image a little bit more flat. Me and Ryan both looked at it when we first didn't even have a key, and we were like, whoa, that looks incredible, but it's just the wrong vibe for the video. So what we needed to do was lift it, and so that really achieved what we needed to do here. We just put the hyper reflector on so it wasn't spilling so much, and it helped us fill in these corners right here and this corner over here. And then to complement that, we put up this 300D right here with the spotlight mount. It's extremely hot. You should not touch it like I just did. And basically what that's doing is it's just giving us a little tiny bit of just a little highlight on that back wall right there to give us a little bit of like a light area around their head. So it draws a little bit more attention away from, we had windows in the shot and stuff, so it just puts a little bit more attention on the interviewee. After that, we threw up our hair light, which is the P60X. It's a great little hair light. It's super easy to boom over people. We're using some impact boom, like extender. I guess it's just a boom, I don't know. But it worked out really well, and it's a great little hair light. So that's basically the walkthrough of the lighting.
So that's that. I hope you guys were able to pick up some knowledge from that, get a few tips from Rob and myself on filming in boring conference rooms and making them look nicer. Rob's a great DP, did a fantastic job on this project, so he's got a lot of knowledge, learn a lot from him. But yeah, as always, hopefully I'll be able to put out a few more of these a little bit more consistently now that we're kind of settled in our new place here. Thank you guys again for watching. As always, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell, so feel free to like or comment below. And thank you guys again, actually. I know in the last video we talked a little bit about some of my goals that I wanted to reach by the end of the year. Well, you guys subscribed, and I managed to get over 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's a great goal to start with, and so I'm stoked on that. But yeah, as always, we'll see you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching.